Next we talk about an opening rein. That goes to the side. There's no backward pressure to it. It goes out to the side. It's very, very simple for the horse to understand. That's what with a colt, that's about all that we can use to turn. And the horse turns his head and follows his head. And that's the next one we talk about is called a leading or opening rein. And often rein aids we combine like we did yesterday. Now let's clarify this indirect rein in front of the withers, which is so misunderstood and so incorrectly used. That pushes the shoulder in the opposite direction. It displaces the weight from shoulder to shoulder. Now, that always coordinates, always, with some kind of an opening rein with your other hand. See, I don't ever, like Victoria did, cross that hand yesterday. See, first I want to apply a left indirect rein. I open the right hand. It was just slight or wide, depending on the situation. Now, my left hand doesn't cross the wither. It doesn't come back like a lot of you do. There's very little backward traction. It goes sideways as that right rein brings his forehand to the right. That left rein pushes that forehand to the right. That's a push effect. Now, that's most apparent in corners and cantering, and when a horse bulges, when a horse pops that shoulder, we apply that indirect rein in front of withers. That is always accompanied by the opening rein. Now, we're going to apply that, people. Take a short rein. Now, open just slightly your left hand to the left. That's stage one. Now, with your right hand, push that shoulder to the left with your right hand. Don't cross that wither, but push that shoulder, and there's very little backward pull. It pushes that shoulder to the left. Now bring your hands back together. Now slightly open that right rein with that left hand, push that shoulder to the right. And most always it is accompanied, that indirect rein, with a leg on that side. At the girth, this Natalie, at the girth. Now, this we see particularly in corners and canter work. Walk out to the left. Much of it is exaggerated today, and it is not used correct, because the rider pulls back on it instead of pushes that shoulder to the left, to the outside. Now, as you get to that corner, people, slightly open that right rein, and this we use to enlarge the turn. And that's why in hunters and jumpers we use it a lot on the short end of the ring. We use it in those corners. As you come to a corner, open slightly that right hand, push that shoulder over with that left indirect rein in front of the wither, and left leg. Slow sitting drop. Slow sitting drop. So teachers, now you're educating people to 3 rein effects. A direct rein, an opening or leading rein, and an indirect rein in front of the wither. Indirect rein in rear of the wither is something different. Now she comes to this corner and she wants to prevent that horse bulging, cutting that corner. She opens that right rein, left indirect rein pushes that shoulder out, left leg pushes that shoulder out, and the outside leg goes behind to limit that bend. Posting drop. You'll see excessive neck bending, and that is incorrect. That'll show an incorrect use of that opening rein. Now, Natalie opens slightly that right rein, her left hand, left leg, pushes that horse out. This is for enlarging the turn. Now, girls, put your horse on a circle. Put your horse on a circle. This is an excellent exercise for your bigger circle, Amber. Bigger circle. Now, when I close up the circle, left opening rein, right indirect rein in front of the wither. Both hands to the inside, and you'll do it right. You keep your inside leg at the girth, outside leg back. Now, open that circle and enlarge the circle. Open that right, Amber, a bigger circle. Open that right rein, left indirect rein, left leg, and make that circle gradually bigger. Push the horse out into that bigger circle with that left hand, left leg. You keep the impulsion with your legs. Now close up that circle, open that left hand, right indirect rein in front of the wither, both hands to the inside, and the circle gets smaller and smaller and smaller. You keep the impulsion with both legs. Close that circle up there. Go both hands to the inside. There you go. Now gradually open the circle. Both hands slightly to the outside, and your inside leg pushes that horse out. Good. Go back to the track. Go back over the track. You keep that steady feel, and that horse is right up there, taking a nice hold of that bit. That rein is taut. That's it. And if he doesn't take hold of that bit, that'll be a little spur. Now, people, let's see a half turn. In turns, people, your inside rein opens most of the time. Your outside rein is an indirect rein. And that's how you turn the horse. Now, the posting trot, we're going to the right. As you approach a corner, or if a horse bulges to the inside, open slightly that left hand. Push that horse out into that corner with that right indirect rein and right leg in front of the wither. There's very little backward pressure with an indirect rein. It pushes that forehand to the outside with that inside leg. Now walk your horses. Raise your hands a little, Danny, with that horse. Now this is very, very similar to canter. Your outside left hand opens slightly to keep the horse on the rail. Your inside leg, slight indirect rein, pushes the horse off that inside shoulder. Your inside leg gives impulsion and tells your horse to go forward. Your outside leg goes back, signaling the haunch. Now, canter. There should be very, very little flexion to the inside. This is also overdone. People misunderstand it. Close those fingers. That's it. Keep that inside leg on it. You get to that corner, slightly open that left rein, and push the horse out with that inside hand and leg. Walk. Don't keep dropping that stirrup, Amber. Keep that foot in that stirrup. Walk and canter. The horse is straight. Too much bend, too much neck bend, Danny. That's very typical today. Too much flexion to the inside. Walk and canter. See, that's enough flexion. The horses, most you go to the next horse show and see the horses are most all over bent in their necks. Walk